Hi everyone, it's Kim. Thanks for joining me. We are going to stick with the theme of fall today as Spellbinders has a special promotion going on in honor of World Card Making Day, which is actually on October 5th. So I want to take a look at the dies that they have out for this promotion. There's two dies that we're going to start with that are available exclusively at independent retailers, of which Stampcraft is an independent retailer. So these are the two die sets, and we're going to take a look at them in some card samples. The first one is called Fall Florals, and the second is Happy Fall Sentiments. So let's just take a look at some samples with that, and I combined them with a few other things in my stash. Even though we're talking about fall, let's talk about fall inspired because we really could use these cards for any occasion, and maybe you're not doing fall cards per se, but these might also be great for Thanksgiving cards. So this first one uses fall florals. So I have the pumpkins and some of these other little greenery bits in there, the leaves. And then the Grateful For You is from the Happy Fall Sentiments. What I like about this is you can mix and match these words to say a number of different sentiments, whatever it is you need. The other thing I often do is if I need something that I don't quite have the right word for, let's see, I'm trying to figure it. Let's just say I need the word all as an example. So I could take fall and just very easily cut off that F if I needed just the word all. So a lot of times if there's something I need and I don't have that exact word, I just look through here and think, how could I make that word? If I have the letters, I generally can come up with cut and paste to make the word. The wreath that I used for this is from Tim's latest Vault series. This is the Vault Festive Wreath. So it's just this kind of like swirly wreath he has in there. I'm finding that I can really use these wreaths from any of his Vault series this year on a number of projects. So this was just ideal for this, and also those ink drop pads. I have used a lot of those for not only the backgrounds, but for my leaves or my pumpkins. It just makes it so easy when the paper is already pre-colored, so to say, and not just a solid color. So that'll get us started. And then let's take a look at another one using these dies. And this one, it's Happy Birthday. So here we go. We have a fall inspired, but for an occasion that we would celebrate every year for someone. This time I'm using the flower and again the leaves. I do have one little pumpkin stuck in there, and then just some of the other stems and greenery pieces as well. And then Happy Birthday comes from the Happy Fall Sentiments. I have not used the shadow or background dies on these, but that would be very easy to add as well. And this time I used a different wreath from Tim. This is from his third Vault series that came out, and this is called Vault Foliage Wreath. So this one was fall, and then this one is for the winter holidays. And let's just say I wanted to do one extra little thing since this is for a birthday. I pulled out one more die from this Vault series. I pulled out the candles, and if I want, I could tuck those candles behind there since it is for a birthday. So, if you've got the wreath and some floral elements, you too could also just pull out a candle, whether you have it from this die set or from another die set, and just make it more of a birthday themed card for your recipient. So let's talk about one other piece of the special promotion from Spellbinders, and that is a free die set. So this die set is called Floral Devotion, and it is free with a purchase of $45 of Spellbinder products. So whatever Spellbinder products you want, you get this die for free if you spend $45 on Spellbinders. Now, bear in mind that it is now September 2024. So in a couple months, all of these dies will be gone and the promotion will have ended. So if you're watching this down the road, just bear in mind the time frame that this promotion is good for. But here is a very simple card that I made using the flowers and the stems from Floral Devotion. And for the background, it's very simple, but I just love this embossing folder. This is from Sizzix. It's called the Cosmopolitan French Twist. And I could flip this around and use it several different ways. In fact, I put my vase in different ways to see which way that I liked it best. And then the vase, you can pull out any vase that you have. I love this set from Simon Hurley called Ceramic Vases, and this again is from Spellbinders. But this just gives me a choice of vases that are nice size, because really that's about the only vase die that I have. So that gives you an idea of what you can do with the Floral Devotion. And if you have some other Spellbinders flowers, these will mix in perfectly with their previous die sets. So that gives us kind of a quick look at 3 new dies that are available from Spellbinders. And I want to continue on because I've used these again in a couple more cards, but I'm going to pull in a paper pack this time, not from Spellbinders, but from Stamps by Me. And they also have some stamps that go with this, but we're not going to, I'll show you the stamps, but we're just going to look at the paper today because this is an absolutely beautiful paper stack. There's also others. There's like, I think 3 or 4 other paper packs that are different, but this is Summer Vacation, but I'm going to flip through this because the paper is absolutely gorgeous. It's 5 by 7 and there's 15 different designs. So we have kind of more mountainy country scenes and oceanside scenes. So I'm just going to flip through this real quick, but I want to give you just an idea of the beauty of this cardstock. I was just amazed. It was so gorgeous. It's like you almost don't want to put anything on top of it. But this just gives you an idea of a variety. A lot of water scenes, but there's also a lake, or this could be a river scene. Soft muted colors. So definitely check out their other ones that are available as well. I love this wave. But this just definitely maybe takes you back to some vacation scenes or some vacation spots that you have been on or would like to go to. But there's quite a variety. I think this has, 15 different designs to it. So there's 45 sheets total. Again, this is 5 by 7. So you can definitely cut it down if you want to make an A2 size card and don't want to send a 5 by 7 card. Or 4 by 6, just depending on what you're doing. And then one last design. So that just gives you a really quick idea of what all is in this pack. So let's take a look at how I used it. I pulled out the window die again from Spellbinders. And this is Vista View Window. And just used one of the scenes in that paper pack. And I was going to put a vase here with flowers in it. And I thought, well, I'm not going to do that because it covers up part of the window scene. So simple to do this. I'll put my sentiment on the inside. But the paper was so gorgeous. I'm like, I'm not going to cover it up. Let me show you the stamps. And again, we'll go through the stamps later. But these are the stamps. So this is the same paper pack we looked at. This stamp set, here's the stamps in that, and you can see how they use it with the paper pack. So we'll use the stamps in the future, but I was just so in awe of the beauty of the paper, I thought I can use it by itself. Here's just another idea of one of the stamp sets, and there are several others as well, but they're the reflection stamps. So let's go back to this one. It's easier to see. We have the bicycles here, and you can see how they have the bicyclist riding and then the reflection in the lake below. And same thing here with the girls jumping and then the reflection on the road. And you can use these either way. So I could have like a left-facing person, or if I wanted to flip this around, I can have a right-facing person. So there's some options to create with this. Is a little boy blowing a dandelion, and then there's all the little butterflies. So we will definitely be looking at these stamps with the paper pads. But again, today I just was using the paper pads on their own because they are so gorgeous and make for a quick card that is beautiful. So here's more of the oceanside scene again with the window. I did pull a couple shells out just because I could tuck those away in the corner and they didn't really block the scene. And the shells are from the Coastal Escape View, which is part of the Vista Window collection. And this die, this porthole die, I'm thinking that would be a good one to use with some of these seaside scenes. Even though it's not an underwater scene, I think it would still coordinate perfectly with some of the ocean view scenes in this card pack. So that's a way to make a beautiful but quick and easy card. So let's take a look at that paper pack and use some of these dies as well. So this is one with more of a country scene, and I just tucked some of the florals from fall florals here. I have a pumpkin and the sunflower seed, or the sunflower, just in the corner there. I didn't, again, want to overwhelm and take away from the beauty of the paper. You could stamp or add a die cut sentiment, but again, on these, I think I'm just going to put the sentiment on the inside. I don't really want to cover up anything on the paper. Here is another kind of country one, this time using the pumpkins and some of the leaves. But these were so simple to make, but I just, sometimes less is more. Very seldom do you hear me say that, but in this occasion, less is more. And then one last one. This is using the whole sheet of paper, which is 5x7. And this is using the Floral Devotion set, which is, again, free when you buy $45 worth of Spellbinder products. This will just give you an idea how I cut down that paper. Let me take this one here. So you can see how if you want, you can just pick out a portion of the paper and cut it down to the size that you want if you don't want a 5x7 card. But if you want to make use of the entire piece of cardstock, you can do that as well. And then just, tuck something in the corner where maybe there are actually flowers on the image. So there we go with maybe a little more fall inspiration using these new dies from Spellbinders. Again, this is not going to last forever, so it's fall of 2024. Just bear that in mind, depending on when you might be watching this video, that the products will not be available forever. But they're out there now, so if you see something you like, now is the time to get it and start creating your fall-inspired cards. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in a future video.